Hello, my friends, my little reception friends. I hope you loved that video. We love the 3D shape song, don't we? Okay, so I know that we already know some 3D shapes, but our learning objective today is I understand what a 3D shape is. Okay, so it's really important that today we're thinking about what even is a 3D shape. Okay, so on my board I've got some learning from last week. So what have we got here, everybody? Yes, we've got a circle. And what have we got here? We've got a square. Now these shapes we call 2D shapes. They are flat shapes, okay? So I'm going to pick up my circle. I'll pick up my square. I can't pick it up. That's because they're 2D flat shapes. Okay, so if I asked you to pick that up, if you look in your workbook at the shapes that you've drawn, you can't pick them up, can you? Because they're flat, they're 2D. Now, but today, guys, we're learning about 3D shapes, so it gets a little bit more exciting. 3D shapes, they're three-dimensional, so you can pick them up, okay? So here we've got a circle, but here we have a sphere. It's not a circle because it's not a flat shape. This is just like when you go to the cinema and you watch a 2D film, which is just a regular film that you watch on the screen. But when you watch a 3D film, you know how it feels like it's coming out of the screen and like it's in front of you? That's like this. It's 3D. We can pick it up, we can hold it, okay? So it's very different. All 3D shapes we can pick up and hold. You can move them around to look. Okay, I'm going to tell you a little bit about properties. When we look at our 2D shapes, we just talk about the sides. So I would say a square has 1, 2, 3, 4 equal sides. Okay, and we said that a circle has one side and that it is round. But when we look at 3D shapes, it's different, okay? I'm just going to touch on this because we don't need to worry about it just yet. But for example, this is a cube. We know that from the song. And the cube has faces. They have square faces. So that looks like a square. You can still see some 2D shapes in a 3D shape, but you can move it around. So there's one square face. There's two square faces. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Then it also has edges. Okay, so it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 edges. It's not a side because it's an edge because it joins two faces together. And then where all the edges meet, we've got a vertice. That's like a corner. It's a vertice, okay? But we're not going to worry too much about that yet. But that is just some differences between 2D shapes that we were learning last week and 3D shapes that we were learning this week, okay? So just to recap from the song, we have a sphere. Good job. We have a cube. Excellent. We have, what's this one? Who remembers this one? It's a pyramid. Well done. We also have a cylinder. Good job. And can you guess this one? It's a cone. Excellent. So today we're going to be looking around for some 3D shapes that we can see and that we can talk a little bit about, okay? Just to help us to understand what a 3D shape is. Good job. Okay, everybody. Me, Rocco, and Peaches are about to go on our 3D shape hunt out in the garden. You can try this at home as well. Some of the shapes are really hard to find in your house though, okay? So I'm lucky because I've bought some things from school. But if you can't find some of them, that's okay, but just see what you can find, okay? Off we go. Are we ready? What have we got first? What shape is this? What 3D shape is that? Oh wow, it's a pyramid. Well done, guys, they found a pyramid. Off we go, let's see what's next. Oh, what have we got here? Wow, what is it? It's a cube. Did you find a cube? Well done. Off we go. Who left this here? It's a tissue box. What shape is this in? What shape is the tissue box? Oh, you're right, everybody. It's a cube as well. Let's go looking again. What have we got here? Can of sweet corn. What shape is it? You're right, it's a cylinder. Excellent. Good for recognising your shapes. What have we got here? A golf ball. You found a golf ball. What shape is the golf ball? It's a sphere. Well done. Oh, and what have we got here? We've got another cylinder. Well done, guys. Oh, one of your favourites. We've got a ball. The ball is in the shape of a sphere. Well done. Oh, and look, what's this? Oh, it's a cone. That would look lovely upside down with an ice cream on top, wouldn't it? Well done. So children, we did well on our shape hunt. If you want to do the same as well, it might be tricky to find some things, and you don't have to get them down. Some might be on the wall, some might be up high. Just have a look and see what you can find. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm sure you did great and found lots and lots of different things, okay? So, I'm glad that you now know the names of some of your 3D shapes and you understand how they are 3D because they're not flat shapes, they are shapes that we can hold. Do you remember some of the words that they have? They have faces, they have edges, and they have vertices. Okay, now if you're feeling ready and your adult feels like you've got a good understanding of 3D shapes already, I've actually got an extra challenge video for you to watch. Okay, and it's from Twinkle, and they explain and describe each different 3D shape and its properties. And when we say properties, what we mean is the faces, edges and vertices that each has. Now, if you aren't so sure on 3D shapes, you don't have to watch this yet, okay? It's an extra challenge just if you're feeling really confident with your shapes. All right, enjoy, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.